What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the first video in my first ever garage that I own and at my new house that we just bought. So yeah, we just bought our first house and this is the first video I'm gonna film here, which is kind of weird. As you can see, it's not much. It's a very small garage. The square body, the blue truck, neither of them are going to fit in this garage, but hey, we got a driveway to work on that I own. I own everything. I own all that. It's just a really cool feeling. Still getting used to that. And we can do car stuff in here. It's not much, not even gonna take time to show you. It's full of house stuff right now. But as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're gonna take a break from working on the house and we're gonna get some maintenance done on the square body. So I bought the truck in February. I just made the one video to show it to you guys. And other than that, me and her have been just driving this thing. We put I've already put over 100 miles on it. We're using it for house stuff. We haul doors in it, yard stuff. I've actually just been using it because it runs so good. It was such an awesome purchase. I'm still very happy with it. Did a brake master cylinder and I scored 2 more propane tanks for it because it's got that propane conversion if you didn't watch that video. I put a coolant temp gauge in it. That's all I've done. I knocked all them out real quick and we've just been driving the thing around, but I need to do some maintenance. I told myself I was gonna park it and do some maintenance before we just keep driving it because it was sitting in the guy's yard and then I just put it back on the road. So today it has a misfire at idle, a pretty drastic one. You can hear it at idle just sputter. So I pulled out one of the spark plugs and I'll show you guys, I'll pull them back out, show you guys what they look like. They're horrible, they're absolutely horrible. The guy, I messaged the original owner, he hasn't put spark plugs in it since they built the motor for it. So we're gonna throw some new spark plugs in it, do an oil change, new filter oil, and then get this, I think I'm gonna get the eraser wheel on the drill and try to get all this tape off here because it looks horrible down the side of it. Not like this thing's built for looks right now. But yeah, we're gonna get that maintenance done, that essential stuff, try to hopefully it fixes the misfire. After I saw the plugs, I was like, yeah, it just needs spark plugs. We're gonna do that. And then the front pinion seal is dripping, but honestly, having the new house, I don't know if I have time to tackle that, kind of go through the axles. I want to change the differential fluid and do the pinion seals and the cover gaskets and just kind of go through the axle, make sure everything's good. So I might end up taking it to someone for that because I just don't have time right now. Bought our first house. Cut me some slack. I usually work on everything. I don't have time for that. So we're gonna knock out the basics, make sure the truck's safe to run around with. And yeah, so let me get this thing. I want to start it up and show you guys a misfire first. It hasn't run in over a week, so hopefully it fires up. It's cold out. Start it up. I want to show you guys the misfire and then we'll pull the spark plugs out and see if we can fix that first. The excellent news is that I've been opening and closing this hood quite a bit, and I still haven't kinked it, so that's great. Definitely one of the first things I'm going to buy are those braces, because this hood's perfect and I don't want to ruin it. Alright, I got keys, I got the propane on. Let's see if this thing will fire up. It's been a week, and it's 40 degrees out right now, but where's the square one? There. Feels warmer than 40 here in the sun. Noisy blower. It's not happy today, wow. Okay. Oh, I forgot to buy a belt at O'Reilly. I gotta find out which one of those things is squealing like that. So usually you can hear the mist. You can hear the mist after it warms up, but I'm just gonna see if it'll do it now. See, no misfire when it's cold. Kinda hear it. Apparently inside today it didn't want to really misfire. You can kinda hear it. No, you can't. It's just not even misfiring anymore. Whatever, I'm putting spark plugs in it. It'll misfire when it gets warm. But the warmer it gets, the more my hands get burnt when I do these plugs against the headers. Oh wait, it did it. spark plugs in, it doesn't matter. So I took the first plug out on the left side to go see what kind of plugs were in the truck. And then I just took the second plug out, and it's a totally different, this is a different plug. It's a 44T, I don't know, the X is for something, I already looked it up. Doesn't matter, you can run the 44Ts in it. The thing's got HEI, but it had these plugs in it, and it's supposed to be gapped at like 60, and these are gapped at 30, and it ran great, so I'm literally just gonna get the same plug, gap them the same way, because he said these have been in here for like 20 years, so it runs great. But yeah, there's how bad. There you go. They're pretty bad. Yeah, they're actually horrible. I can't believe this truck runs as good as it does. So it's gonna run great now, hopefully. But yeah, I'm doing pretty much, I'm taking whatever I take out, I'm putting back in just new. Because with a truck, I mean, it's apparently got a built motor. It's bored out. It runs on propane. It's HEI. There's so many factors here. What is wrong with that camera? There's so many factors here that I can't just like look up what plugs it takes. So, boys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that one had me scared. This one right there, behind the long tubes, I had to use a wrench to get on it because of the headers. And I actually hit it with a rubber mallet till I could finally break it loose. These plugs are so rusty. I mean, inside and outside. Let me get this one out, show it to you. I'm sure it looks horrible because it was bad. Oh my God. It was rusted to the head. Whatever, I'm glad we're doing this, getting them out of here. All right, one side done. That hard one that was over there, I don't know even how I'm gonna do that over here. I'm just praying it's not that rusty, but I'm sure it's way worse. Let me show you these real quick. It seems like I mean, they're so rusty, you almost can't even tell how like the burn was, like how they're just all rusty. And this one's a little black. So I don't know with the propane, like I don't know how they're supposed to look. I don't know anything about propane, but yeah. Comment below how you think these plugs looked, or if you think I should gap these different. Gapped at 30 seems kind of tight to me, but I think it's supposed to be 60 from the factory. But with HEI and propane, I don't know. I don't know. So let me knock this other side out. Hopefully this thing runs good. All right, guys, all the new plugs are in. Let's see how this thing runs and hope for the best. Cross your fingers. All right. That is a much happier idle. Yep. I don't hear any misfires anymore. Cool, one thing's off the list. All right, now that we got the misfire handled, I want to go ahead and change out these wiper blades. This one's obviously hanging down. Not really part of a tune-up, but it's just stuff I need to get done to make this more roadworthy, because those are scratching the windshield and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to swap these out and then we'll go to the next thing. Well, I just took a break from the engine stuff and started using the eraser wheel on the trim, or what was left of the trim tape. I trashed the Audi in the process, but I got that off and I really wanted to get that done because that looked weird with the tape on there. Now you can just see where you still know where the trim was, but hey, it looks better. I gotta get all this crap off here now. All right, so we're almost done with everything I wanted to get done maintenance-wise. I was going to throw new belts on the truck because I wanted to pull the belts off because I can hear, I don't know if you can kind of hear it. It's not bad, but it sounds like there's a pulley that's kind of grinding. It could be the water pump. I don't know what it is, actually. But the belts literally don't have, I looked at it closer, and power steering one's got a couple little dry rot cracks, but the main 13 belt has like no cracks in it. It's fine. It's kind of cold out, and I don't think I want to deal with it right now because it doesn't need it. So we're gonna let those go for now. But I got it warming up a little bit because I'm gonna do an oil change. But just because I don't know, the oil filter looks just as rusty as the spark plugs. So I don't know when the last time this thing even had an oil change was. It could have been years ago. So the oil looks clean, but I want to do an oil change on, get a Wix filter on there, a good filter. It's got a Fram one on there now. That way I know that maintenance is done, everything. I know when everything was done last. And I can write that down and everything. So I got the truck getting a little bit of heat in it so that oil can all flow out. And I got the air compressor warming up because I'm gonna go ahead and try to blow all this crap off of here before we just take it to the car wash and spray it off. But look at it, it actually looks, I mean, it still looks the same as it did, but it looks better without all that sticky tape on there. And honestly, as dumb as it may sound, I am totally running my buffer over this thing. See if I can make it shine. The bed, I know I probably won't even, maybe the top of the bed right there, but the rest, it's worthless. And the hood will probably shine again, but I'm totally running the buffer over it because it's gonna look awesome. But let me let this thing run and blow all the crap off of it, and we'll do an oil change, and I think I'll be satisfied on maintenance with this thing. All right, I'm glad I did it. That's pretty dirty oil. Oh no, here comes the wind. Oh God. Yeah, it's dirty. It was due for an oil change. This isn't a waste of time, we're good. All right, boys, fresh oil in the truck. We went with 10W40 Valvoline just because that's what I put in the cat eye, and the quart of oil that was sitting behind the seat of this thing was like Rural King Farm, the cheapest oil you can get from like the farm store. So I just got 10W40 because that's what was in it, or 10W30, whatever was in it, and better oil and a zinc additive. And I actually think it might have needed an oil change because before at like cold start it was like 40 psi of oil pressure, and I just fired it up and it went to 60 and like pegged out. So that oil might have been pretty broke down. So more oil pressure is always good. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to get done maintenance-wise on the truck. Like I said, the bolt differentials, I'm going to take the truck to a guy, even though I like to do everything myself. I'm gonna bite the bullet, take them to a guy and get them serviced. And if it needs ball joints, I don't think it does. I mean, yeah, everything suspension-wise is good enough for who it's for, which is me. So the diffs are both, well, front one's dripping, the rear one's kind of dripping. So I'm gonna get both the differentials serviced, and I think that's really it maintenance-wise on this thing. And I got the air compressor out and I blew all this stuff off. So this thing actually does look, it looks decent with all the trim off of it for sure. There's still a hole in the bed, but we don't need to worry about that. Let me know, guys, in the comments. I need your opinion. I already kind of want to convert this thing to gasoline, back to gas from propane. And if I was going to do that, I would probably do the Blazer tank in the bed between the frame rails and get rid of the saddle tanks and throw a carb on it. But let me know your honest opinion if you think I should do that. Propane's kind of already a hassle and I kind of don't really enjoy it. Probably in the next video, I'm just gonna make a video over the plans, like what I want to do with this truck, and get you guys' input on it and stuff like that. I kind of have a plan of where I plan on going with it. But yeah, so stay tuned for that video because I need you guys' help. I need you to comment. I need your help just deciding what to do. That'll do it for the video. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. Check out my other videos and have a great day.